Good day, pupils. You are welcome to today's class. This is Primary 5, formerly Primary 4, now Primary 5. My name is Mrs. Rita Asemuta. You are welcome. Now we're looking at agricultural science. And I know previously you have learned a lot of things in agricultural science. This afternoon, we're going to be looking at how to grow crops. I know you already know what crops are. Some of you have some crops in your environment. But let's look at the definition of crops. What are crops? As you can see on the board, crops are plants grown in our farmland for the purpose of harvesting them for food and other uses. We have examples of crops. We have cereals, we have legumes, we have tubers, and we have vegetables and fruits. You might be wondering, what are cereals, what are legumes? The crops that I know are yam, rice, and all of that. But these are the groups of the crops. Now, I'll be giving you examples for each of this group. Now, the cereal crops. The cereal crops belong to the grain family, and they are highly rich in carbohydrates. Examples of cereal crops are millets, rice, wheat, and so on. We look at legumes. Legume crops are high in protein. And examples of these crops are soya beans, cowpea, granules, and so on. The third one we'll be looking at is tuber crops. The tuber crops are also crops that are rich in carbohydrates. Examples of tuber crops are cassava, yam, and sweet potatoes. We also have the Irish potatoes. We also have cocoyam. All of those belong to the tuber crops. The fourth one we're looking at is vegetables and fruits. Now, the vegetables and fruits are high source of minerals, vitamins, and iron. There are two categories of fruits and vegetables. We have the leaf vegetables and we also have the fruit vegetables. The leaf vegetables, examples of leaf vegetables are African spinach, bitter leaf, and water leaf. Then examples of fruits vegetables, which you can also call the non-leafy vegetables, are garden egg, tomato, pepper, and so on. Now, we have looked at the various types or examples of crops. I hope you now know the group each of those crops in your environment belongs to. For your homework, before I leave, I'll be giving you homework. Your homework, list 4 crops grown in your area. Look around you. What are the crops you can find? The crops can belong to any of this group. It can be a cereal, it can be a legume crops, it can be a tuber crops, it can also be a fruit or vegetable crop. So just list 4 of them. Then give 2 examples of cereal crops, legume crops, and tuber crops. I hope you enjoyed the class today. See you next time. Remain blessed.